Tantrums and meltdowns are a normal part of early childhood, so there is no cause for concern, and they happen for a wide variety of reasons. Although we often view children as being disorganized and see their actions as random, they actually have a strong sense of order. Dr. Montessori recognized several sensitive periods that young children go through. During these periods of time, their brains are primed to learn certain skills. Children between 6 months and 3 or 4 years old have a strong sense of order. This is the time that they are making sense of the world and understanding how everything interacts. Once a child has discovered a pattern of how something works, they expect it to happen the same way every time. Think about how new the world is to young children. They have limited experiences, but their brain is trying to make sense of the world and discover an order to it. Therefore, when something is different than children expect, they can become upset. For example, if everyone in the family typically sits in the same seat at dinner each night, an 18-month-old might have a meltdown if mom and sister switch places. From an adult perspective, this is a minor detail that has no real impact on dinner. However, for a young child who's only experienced everyone sitting in a particular place, this can feel unsettling and even unsafe. There's a popular website where people submit pictures of their toddlers having meltdowns and captions of what caused it. The reason seems senseless to adults. However, virtually all of them can be attributed to children's sense of order being disrupted. This picture is an example of a child who is crying because his toast is not square. While this seems like a ridiculous reason to cry, because we as adults have experienced toast in many different forms, to a child who has only seen square toast, round bread may not look like toast at all. Although meltdowns and tantrums are normal, there are ways that we can avoid some of them by keeping children's sense of order in mind. All children thrive on routine, but they are particularly important during children's sensitive period for order. Of course, we can't keep everything the same all the time, and we want to expose our children to new experiences. So we just need to give children warning before something changes. For example, we can say, I know we normally eat dinner at home, but tonight we are going to eat dinner at a restaurant. Or usually I drive you to school, but today grandma is going to drive you. We can also give children warnings about transitions that are about to happen. Imagine a 12-month-old who is happily playing on the floor. It is time for dinner and we scoop the child up and put her in her high chair. Imagine how disorienting this is to the child. One second she's enjoying herself on the floor, and next she's propped up in a chair. When we view this from the child's perspective, we can easily understand why she would start screaming. So we can let children know when things are about to change. For example, we can say, it is time for dinner now. Let's put your toy away, and then I will lift you into your high chair. Or we can read one more book, and then we need to brush your teeth. Remember that children live in the present moment and are not planning what they will do next and are not bound by time. If they are enjoying reading books, it makes no sense to them when we abruptly stop. By understanding children's need for order and routine, we can avoid many meltdowns and tantrums. Follow Montessori Collective on Facebook and YouTube for more videos and content about child development and how we as parents can foster our children's potential.